Hello, good evening, and welcome to Questers of Yalpelor, of Yalpelor, of Yalpelor, of Yalpelor.
Good evening. Yeah, thank you for joining us at Questers of Yalpelor. Welcome everyone who's here for the first time. If you don't know what this is, then Questers of Yalpelor is a weekly online improvised adventure game comedy show. My name is Itamar, I'm your host and game master, and I've gathered four hilarious improvisers and actors from around the world to travel through the lands of Yalpelor with me. We have Matt playing Grubble Bumbling Esquire, a quarterling bubblemancer who's desperately seeking to reclaim his family fortune. We have Jada playing Triss, a nebulous summoning who has only recently gained sentience, now gleefully exploring life in Yalpelor with their new friends. We have Talia playing Aklis Darkmoor. Aklis is a traveling death knight with an ancestral sword and lots of family history. And we have Trent playing Dirt Hotbelly. His father is an angel, his mother is a volcano, and he's 100% half rock buddy. These players are here not just to play their characters. Part of the fun for me is to ask them to invent and flesh out new details in the game world, play other characters, segue into unexpected scenes, and all in all make my job as game master more interesting and chaotic than it ought to be otherwise. We're playing Macchiato Monsters, which is a D&D clone with an old school feel. If you've watched some of our previous episodes, you might notice something different on the screen, which is the character portraits that used to be black and white, but now are in full color, and they are the work of wonderful Shani Grimm. Shani's Instagram account is linked from our Twitch channel description and also from the YouTube video description, so you can click on it, go to her Instagram, and look at her other art, and maybe commission her to do something for you, because her art is amazing. I think you'll all agree. And if you've never watched the show, now you know what the characters look like. Maybe you're surprised by what you're seeing, but it'll all make sense very soon.
It's so good, though. Can we just take a minute to talk about how good they are?
They are.
I am in love with Grebble's hair. I wish I had Grebble's hair.
I do have Grebble's hair. You do not want it.
Oh,
You need to work on Grubble's smirk. We need to see more smirk.
I wish I had Grubble's eyes. I wish I had Grubble right next to me right now. That's what
I want to wear Atlas's
Grubble's girl.
I wish that.
there's a Grebble fan club,
Love it.
and it's all thanks to the artist and not down
and
to
I'm the manager of Grubble.
The puppet master.
Yeah. So art by Shani Grimm, and music is by tabletopaudio.com. And that is basically it. That is Questers of the Yalpelor, and I think we're ready to begin.
Itamar.
Yeah.
We have a word from our sponsors.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Who has a word from our sponsors?
I do.
Yeah.
Today, Yalpelor is sponsored by Yelp Pops, the beginning of an excellent and nutritious breakfast. Are you looking for a bit of a snack, a little bit of a crunch, a bit of a pebble in your mouth? Yelp Pops. Enjoy.
Pebble in your mouth?
That's where I got lost a little bit too.
It's all dirt. Like, it's
Yeah.
Dirt's favorite breakfast. He just like crunch, crunch, crunch.
Yeah. One in 100 is a pebble, thanks to Dirt.
Exactly.
That's part of the brand.
Literally, like you never know.
Exactly.
Like the worst kid's gift ever.
Excellent. Get some Yelp Pops. We might weave in some product placement during the show.
Yeah.
And other than that, we're ready to begin.
Good practice for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're by the company Yesly.
Brilliant.
And just as evil, that's why there's the pebble.
All right. Last week, I think we left our characters after they've accepted, or at least said they accepted a mission. You have a few goals, and one of the goals is the mission that Chesterling, the Queen's Seneschal, gave you at Grimstone Palace. That mission is to root out the servants of chaos in Emag, the city of Emag. So you were just given this mission. You did some other stuff, some of it quite shady stuff in Chesterling's hall. But you managed to get away without getting caught, and now you're outside of the palace unless somebody wants to do something before. Yes, Jada?
well,
I just want to state for the record, it was not shady, it was slimy.
Well,
Very, very slimy.
yeah.
So
looks slimy.
Gribble has a bunch of bubbles with half digested and very chewed pancakes in them, and there's been no place to stop on the way out. So we've just walked out the front of the palace, and I'm still sort of guiding these bubbles with us as we go. And I'm just gonna try and find a nice, like, quiet tree to pop them under, so that they can all just like.
Triss on Aklis's shoulder keeps like batting at one just every so often.
Oh, no. As long as Gribble has the growth bubbles, Aklis is gonna, like, take a few steps to the side and make like they don't know him.
Wonderful.
I think there's still gonna be a bubble or two that comes close, and Triss knows this, and that's why they bat them away.
Dirt is walking in the last place in line in the back, and just kind of head down, kind of dragging his feet a little bit. There was just a high, and now this is a bit of the crash after that. The bit of the low.
Okay. You're all escorted out by Timothy Gardman, the friendly guard that you all got to know, and he says goodbye and leaves you there. You're now free to go wherever you wish, out in the streets of Banner Hill, and off into EMAG, into anywhere you want.
Great. Well, we've got a quest to do, and none of us know much about the city.
Wait, did he give us names? I don't remember anything.
Well, no, just that there's life knights that we need to find. And the thing is, yes, Triss.
Well, I remember their names. We could just start calling for them, like Necklace, Jamclace.
People are looking
it's
at
a
you.
big city,
but,
so it might work, or it might take a long time just doing that. Do you have any idea, Triss, how many people live in EMAG?
Do you?
No, not really, but lots. Like many thousands, possibly even, tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands
Perhaps.
of what?
Of beings that live here.
Perhaps it's best to go to the place where we last saw them.
Yeah, it's actually quite smart. Yeah, maybe someone who knows them knows where they live.
Am I the only one here who doesn't feel very good about doing this?
Oh no, I don't want to do it, but I want to talk to the Life Knights.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still very much of a position where I'll meet them, I'll find out what they're all about, and then I'll find out whether or not I actually want to do what Chesterling wanted.
But what did Chesterling wanting? Because I don't...
He said root them out and expose them. And I figured later, expose but not enough physical take their clothes off kind of way.
But exactly, what does the exposing mean then? Because I do not understand what it is that it is, and maybe I do not want to go along with it. I did not like that man.
And also, we now have another seed of the tree, so we have a clue. We could go for the tree. We don't need the Chaos Knights, but if we get the Life Knights, we don't need the Chesterling. We can go.
What happened? How did you get a seed of a tree? Okay.
Yes.
The usual way then.
I said I could.
Who said you could? I couldn't hear you there for a second.
Aklis said I could.
Oh, right.
Sorry?
Aklis said I could. Well, Aklis took me to the table, and then Aklis deliberately didn't watch while I took it.
Oh.
I saw the whole thing and I was like, yes.
I was facing the opposite way, trying to catch all of the pancake vomit.
That
So I
was...
didn't see any of that.
No, that was pretty much the reason that I was doing the vomiting. It was create a diversion.
A
It's
strategical
distraction.
vomit. I should
That's right.
never have doubted you, Dirt. You're always a strategical
Wait,
mastermind.
when were you doubting me?
Well, when I first met you, I very quickly realized how incredibly smart and tactical you were. But every now and again, you do something, and I'm like, is he just doing whatever comes to his head? But no, you always prove me wrong, and that I was right in the first place, and that you're very smart.
Do you know what I first thought of you the first time that we met?
No, I don't. I'd like to know.
Are you sure? Because I wrote it down. It says, I have no respect for him, but I like him, and I feel like I owe him a debt. But you know, I paid that debt.
You have paid that debt.
So that's changed.
It's kind of nice that, I thought, originally that once you paid off your debt, you'd kind of leave. So it's quite nice that we're still, hanging out. I like
Do you
that.
want me to go?
No, not at all.
It doesn't sound.
Exactly.
It sounds to me like you're trying to tell me that you doubt me and that you want me to leave.
No, I'm telling you the exact opposite. That you continue to prove my doubts wrong, and that I.
You two
enjoy
need
the
privacy?
company.
We could give you a minute.
We can have this conversation in public.
I want to Achilles. Do you like me? Do you want me to be? Do you doubt me or do you want me to be here? Which is it? I guess there are more options, but
I would like you to be here.
okay, then I stay.
I'm happy about that.
Don't lie.
You can ask me.
I know that you like me.
Yes.
I'm gonna add to my goal list that I need to prove to Dirt that I like him. That's like a personal
Oh,
goal.
you should give him a token of your love.
I mean, I'm not saying this out loud.
Yeah, yeah.
Does
I mean,
Grubble
to be
have
fair, I
any
don't think
play?
Atlas would turn to Grubble and be like, you should give him a.
Or rather, sorry, you should give him a token of your love.
I don't think that's going to be an Atlas moment, not going to lie.
Yeah, I don't think we have that kind of relationship.
Yeah. I can picture
But yeah,
it.
you should definitely give him a token.
Grebel,
Hello?
do you really like me?
I do, yeah.
Then give me a token of your love.
Oh, I suppose I could do that, couldn't I?
Oh,
Hold on.
Crabble, I have an idea.
You do? Tell
Make
me.
him a special bubble.
Well, the problem with bubbles is they pop and then it feels like the
But it's like a
expression of
show.
love has disappeared.
But it's like a show. You can make him like a bubble volcano.
I have an idea. Why don't all three of you do something different that's nice for me, and I tell you who does the best job.
Dirt?
Like a competition.
I mean, just to pass the time, and then, I will return the favor in some big way. I'm very nice to people.
You've already done an expression of your love to me. You gave me a deed to a mine in the Borderlands.
I also gave you my reagent when I was no longer using.
I mean, you kind of did and you didn't. You just left it on the table and then said I don't want it. So
I left it for you to take.
again, strategical mastermind. You did it again. Very clever of you. So
Dirt,
clever.
I have a present for you.
What is it?
And Triss like runs off of Atlas's shoulder and just sort of like and like flying squirrels off and lands on Dirt and just envelops them in like their smoke as a hug and just gives them just like it's just like a warm hug.
This is like a teddy bear, but from a fog.
Aklis steps closer to Dirt and like very stiffly pats his shoulder.
And,
With a gloved
and Triss
hand.
climbs back Atlas's arm.
This
I,
is what Aklis knows as like the highest, one of the highest expressions of love and appreciation. A stiff pat on the shoulder.
I
Thank
have
you, Aklis.
something-
That means a lot coming from you.
You're very welcome.
Uh-huh.
I have something I can give you, but it'll need a bit of time for me to make it.
Okay.
So,
By the way, this was kind of a joke, but I'm glad that everyone took it seriously. Are we there yet, or are we still walking?
we haven't got anywhere. We're still standing out. Oh, no,
Where are we
wait,
going?
We're by the tree that you've dumped the vomit bubbles by.
We're gonna walk towards a short
I
hop.
thought we were walking during all of this.
We're walking towards a short hop. No.
Okay.
Well, short hop from home is literally 4 or 5 minutes from the entrance to the palace. So if you want to be there, you can already be there. That's fine.
Let's be
We're
there.
here at the short hop.
Let's be there.
Oh,
Hey.
let's get some beer
Uh,
from that Barbie girl.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, you're at the shop, short hop from home. It's as I already said before, it's like a nice dark hardwood floor and wooden tables and chairs. There's a bar on every floor. There's three floors to this pub and brewery, and the one that you were before with Hornetta behind the counter was on the second floor. Do you go there, or do you want to try one of the other floors?
Well, when
Is
we-
it
Go on.
is it evening? Is it like the same time of the day that it was last time? Probably
No,
not,
it's
right?
morning now.
Yeah.
Last time, I mean yesterday, it was afternoon when you were there.
But it's a good point though, because Naklis was pretty drunk when we saw him, so maybe he'd started drinking in the morning.
That's chaotic.
It would be chaotic. So it's entirely possible.
You there again? What are you doing in my bar? I told you never to come back.
Did you say never? I thought we were just thrown out for the night.
You destroyed an entire barrel of beer. Do you know how hard it is to get all beehive beer out of carpet?
Did we destroy an entire barrel of beer?
There was the
I
dancing
don't remember
and
that
the
part.
smashing and those awful nights. It is done. I told you never to come back.
Did you say
Yes, I think
waffle
perhaps
night?
there was a misunderstanding because those live nights are not associated with us.
You were dancing with them. You were laughing with them. You were not paying your bills properly with them.
Do you need money? I can give you some money.
I do not want your money. I would like you to get out of my bar.
Just before we go, do you happen to know where the those white dressed knights we were dancing with, where they live, where they stay?
Why do you wish to know?
Because they
That was a bit German.
Just gonna call me out right there, aren't you? Thank you. Pardon. Would you like me to speak to you in French instead? Would you like me to discuss your accent and how sometimes it is British and sometimes it is not?
she's bilingual.
Oh, that explains it. Thank you.
So, why exactly do you wish to know who they are?
We were sent to destroy them.
Oh yes, we're sent on a mission from the Seneschal Chesterling. A very important mission.
Right.
And you will destroy anyone that the Seneschal sends after you?
No,
Aren't you good people?
we were sent to do it. That doesn't mean we're going to.
So you're not going to do it.
Look, don't put words into our mouth. Just let us do a thing or not do a thing. It's like, you know, let us be people.
And what exactly is it in it for me if I tell you anything? You can just get out of your bar. I will call the wasps. Wasps?
If you tell us, then we will go.
I'm sure that the Seneschal would very much appreciate your help in this very delicate matter.
The Seneschal can kiss my ass.
Oh,
Well, it's like that.
Wasp lady, I have a question. Are you the owner of the bar, or is this do you just work here?
This is my bar.
Okay, well, do you have like some kind of leaky pipes or thing that needs to be repaired, or something that maybe we can do for you, that could give you a reason to tell us where they live? We're very, very handy.
You want me to let you into my pipes?
Well, not.
I don't understand the problem.
I do not want you in my bar. I do not want you here. I do not want you far. I want you gone. I will tell you where these life nights are if you would just go and you would never come back. Because I know enough guards and they all like it here. They like it very much. And they will enjoy drinking here. But you destroyed. You were here for not even an hour.
I think we can. Yeah, we'll quite happily never come back if you tell us, because we can go slap thighs somewhere else.
The wasps get angry. Yeah, soon you're gonna be out into the street. So if you have something to say to each other, do it now.
Again, I'm going to ask you, what other than not having to see you should I give up my patrons to you?
So is Hornetta gonna tell them where to find the Life Knights before they leave or not?
Hornetta might, but they have given her literally no reason to. So maybe they should try to give her a reason to.
What if I?
Dirt
What do
turns
we
around
even
and starts
have?
leaving.
You have so much money, guys. You have so much money.
What if
I would
was-
just like to say,
I'm not
Dirt
giving her
offered money
money.
and help.
Yeah, we offered money. That was the first thing we offered.
It
And help.
seems like the well of suggestions about what to offer her has dried up, and I
Yeah,
think at
Dirt,
that point
Dirt leaves.
the wasps will gather around you.
Okay, we'll go.
And
Right, I'm going. All right, get your hands off. I'm
Maybe you should check in with the pawnbroker. I heard that the Life Knights might be out of a bit of money.
The what?
the pawnbroker. What was it? Honey and what were they
And
called?
Herman.
Honey and Herman.
Honey and Herman.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, we've met them. Thank you very much.
Bye.
We'll never see you again.
I'll be back.
Okay. Okay, out and back to the streets of Banner Hill. Where to from? Where to
Right.
now?
Well, let's go to Honey
Gut
and
Town.
Herman's shop.
All the
What
way
was it
back
called?
down to Gut Town.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a bit of a walk, but you get there in less than half an hour. You walk out of Banner Hill and into Guttown. So very quickly, you actually walk through an inner wall of the city that separates the two quarters. So suddenly, from a nice nice quarter with wide streets, pretty clean. Everything paved with stone and
Hey,
lamps,
did
street lamps all throughout the streets, and nice 2 or 3 story houses. You walk into a much dirtier and cramped neighborhood that you've already seen when you were here 2 days ago. Yeah, Dirt, you wanted to say something?
well, did we just walk through a wall? Because it sounded like we were. It felt like there was a wall, and then we walked through it.
Well,
Is that the magical wall? That wall, that Gretel, Achilles, have you done? Tris, I'm sure you have done this before, but has anyone else of you walked through the walls before? That's new for me. It's a new thing.
It were a gate, weren't it?
Yes.
it?
Have you never seen doors?
I don't walk.
Okay. Look at where we are. We are here.
Right. I remember this place. Last time I was there, I was
Yes,
very
H&H.
badly dressed. Ah,
Oh,
Oh,
this
that's
is where
why-
his sister was from.
Yes.
that's right. And so I walk in.
yeah, it's right there. The door is open.
Dirt's gonna try to walk through the wall again.
The wall of the shop is actually
Yes.
a window, so walking through that will have a very
I'm
a result
like,
that
gently.
you really know. You know exactly what's gonna happen. You walk through the window.
Yeah, no, he just sees if it's possible, and then he's not gonna like crash.
It's solid. It's solid.
Got it. Oh, I'll use the door.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
you're inside.
The shop is full of stuff, but I don't see like anyone. There's no one in here. It's just us. It's a very big place.
Look at all the mirrors.
I suppose
Look, I'm tall in this one. You're short in this one. Wide in this one.
you know they're all just normal mirrors, and you're just changing dimension.
But look, I'm so different in each one.
Right, but I'm the same in each of them.
Here, but you could be like me. Crouch down. See? In this one, you can be short.
Okay, I humor them and I crouch down.
We make faces.
There are sounds through the coming in through the floor and the flight of stairs leading up to the second floor. So you can hear
Yeah.
Herman and Honey's voices from there, and the voice of another character that you don't recognize.
What are they saying? What are they saying?
What do you mean you don't have the stuff? You said we were gonna be doing a deal.
Look, if you're gonna come in here, then you better bring the stuff, right, Herman?
That's what I said, honey. That's what I said.
That's right, I'm backing you up, sweetheart. I love you. I love you.
I
Just-
love you so much.
And then you just hear,
Now you come. If you're gonna come back here without the stuff next time, it'll be twice as bad in both your eyes.
We run a respectable establishment here.
That's right. We do.
Respectable.
And that is followed by heavy steps of heavy boots, heavy armored boots walking down, and you see Shamkless walk down and slowly like reveal.
Oh no,
from-
that's me.
Yeah, from the booth. She doesn't. They don't belong to you. You can. Anyone can play them. But yeah, you were playing Shamkless before. But yeah, and then Shamkless stops when they see you, which is almost when they've hit the floor.
Goodness, I can't believe it. We only took us like an hour, and we've
Well,
done it.
I'll be damned.
you
Are
have
you
been
damned?
exposed.
Hello.
Hello. How
How-
are you
how-
this fine day?
How's your head? Did you drink quite a lot, or was it just your friends?
Oh, don't you worry about me, honey. I'm perfectly fine.
Hi again.
We were actually looking for you, so quite nice that we bumped into you.
Well, how can I help?
You have been exposed.
I have.
There's people looking for you, and we don't know whether. Hello. I don't know if you got my name before, but I'm Grebble Bublin.
I'm
I'm
your sister.
Shankless.
Hello, my name is Dirt.
We were wondering, do you want to talk here, or do you want to? Should we go, somewhere else? It seemed like quite an argument going on upstairs.
Oh, well, that's nothing. Don't you worry your pretty little head about that.
Oh,
We can talk anywhere. I mean, is it a private matter?
we just wanted to know more about your order. Order.
Listen, can I tell you something?
Oh, of course, honey.
You have not really been exposed yet, but that's what we were supposed to do, so that's why I shouted it twice to you. But we're not here to expose you. We're just here to learn.
But also, we don't want to expose you because the seneschal is kind of crazy, and this whole thing is just a bit of a mess. And Aklis says that we have to learn what's going on, and Grebel says that we have to listen to the city, and Dirt says that this is all dumb. And I just want to go find the tree.
Well, I must admit, I am quite baffled by what you just said. But I think perhaps if it's not a personal matter and you are looking to expose the Life Knights, perhaps it's best if you talk to my commander, my superior officer.
Who's that?
Her name is
Unclis.
Pearl.
Pearl. Great. Where do we find the pearl?
Oh, well, that's not a problem. Just follow me.
Okay.
Quite happily. Well, Aklis, what do you think about this? We've done quite well, haven't we?
That's a great idea. Let's just follow her.
This seems like an excellent idea. Following someone into somewhere else.
As we're heading out of the shop, I'm just sort of watching Triss to make sure Triss isn't gonna pick anything up on their way out.
Triss sees Grubble watching, and he's like,
Legit.
That mirror thing was fun, wasn't it? We leave Honey and Herman's.
Right. So tell us roughly where do Shamplis where do they lead this group?
I'd say probably outside of Guttown. Do we have any other quarters in the city, or
There's
we
quite a
have Fenner
few.
Hill and Middle
How about
Ground?
you give a short description of what the area or the neighborhood looks like?
Sure. Well, let's say it's like a little bit on the edges of the city. It's like sort of the suburbs. All the houses are like nice and have a little lawn in front of them, and they also all kind of look the same. And a lot of people have decorations up because it's almost a holiday, and it's just a very nice, clean, cool area. Not cool. It's not a cool area. It's just suburbs.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it called the Bub Serbs?
The
The Bub Serbs.
Could we just call them the
yes,
the
The
Burbs?
Burbs. The Burburbs.
the burbs.
The Burbs. So which is it?
Burbs.
I don't know, man. It's your city.
Burbs, but it's short for Burburbs.
Yeah. And there's a song, the
Burbs.
Burbs.
Sure. Burbs. Burbs. No problem. That's exactly the name of this neighborhood, and it is a quiet place in the middle of the day. Not many people are walking through the streets. It's a sunny day, and does Shamplis lead them to a house or to?
Yeah. It's one of the houses in a like little street where all the houses look kind of the same, and it's just one of these random houses. Looks very well kept, very cute, very clean and homely and nice. And there's like a little doormat that says welcome, and there's little potted plants outside. It's very cute.
This is a very cute house.
Well, thank you, dear.
Is this your house? Do you live here?
Well, no, of course not. That's Pearl's house,
Oh,
which is also sort of our headquarters. She likes having guests over.
Very nice. I definitely weren't expecting a beautiful house in a beautiful neighborhood to be the.
Well, what were you
headquarters.
expecting, honey?
I don't know, something like the bottomless pit, except less bottomless and just sort of literally underground was the way my brain was going.
hey, listen. I have a thing where sometimes it helps me to know a little bit about the people we are going to meet before we meet them. Can you describe what this person, maybe what they look like, maybe what kind of accent they have, maybe any other interesting traits that would be interesting to notice?
Well, sure. Pearl is just a sweetheart. She is.
Is sweetheart a type of race?
No, it means she's a
No.
nice person.
Oh, okay. Go on.
And she has. I need like to roll something. I don't know. What kind of accent haven't we had yet?
I don't think we have a
Swedish
table of
accent.
accents.
Russian.
A Jamaican accent.
Jamaican, me crazy.
Yeah. She has a Jamaican accent, and she she's a centaur.
Nice.
See, that's the
A
good thing to
Jamaican
know.
centaur.
If I wasn't
Yeah.
prepared to see a centaur when we went into the door, then, I might do something inappropriate. So it's nice to get a little
Oh,
bit
like
of a heads
what?
up about these. I do a thing where sometimes I erupt, both literally and metaphorically.
That sounds dangerous, honey.
It-
You should get
it
that
is.
looked at.
But I'm working on myself, just a little time for
Oh,
dirt
that's
here and
always
then.
good.
Right, should we ring the doorbell? Is that what we... Is there like a little
Yes.
bell that's next to the door? Should we ring that?
Go right ahead.
I reach up and I grab the little string and I go gling, 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 gling.
Right.
Do you
Boy.
think she's gonna like us?
Well, why wouldn't she?
Seems to be a
Rebel
sweetheart.
doesn't like me.
Well, that's entirely not true, and I will
Really,
prove
because
it
you
later.
still haven't. But you keep saying that, and it's been already like 2 hours, and you haven't done anything.
Right. Well, I need a bit of time off to make something. I can't make
Okay.
something while we're walking.
You can't make something from nothing? Are you sure? I could show you.
You can make something from nothing, Triss.
Mm-hmm.
Go on then.
And Triss.
Grevel is super
Well-
interested in this. Like, it's totally piqued his intellectual curiosity.
And Triss, like, you see Triss, like, huddle into a ball, like, into, like, a very, like, soft little ball. Like, you can't even see their eyes. And then, almost as if they're just, like, gaining kinetic energy, they go, and a little smoke ring in the shape of a heart just expels out of them.
Cool.
I mean, beautiful. Technically, not made of nothing, but very much
But
beautiful.
what did I make it from then?
You made
It wasn't from me, and it was just there was nothing in the air, and then there was that.
was made
I learned
from-
how to do that because of you. I watched you make the bubbles.
Oh, that's very fancy of you. Do you want? I cast a little bubble heart as well.
Aw.
And in fact, I'll make 3, and I'll send 1 to each of them.
Thank you.
Are you all right, Dirt?
Here, it is a lava heart. But it's cooling, so it's
Yeah,
now.
I'm not touching that just yet.
It's also more anatomically correct. But
Yeah, mine is more like the traditional leak.
Mine was
Like
a
a
figurative expression of well, of a Greco-Roman art piece.
What's
Of a what?
Greco-Roman?
Okay.
wait,
I
we,
think-
we understand Jamaican, but not Greco-Roman.
I think it. I was also wondering, was the word
Fair enough.
Jamaican actually said during the session? But
Yeah.
Actually, it's Jamaican, and
Yeah.
they're
I
they're
just-
a very chill island.
Yeah.
That weaves pretty much everything out of grass.
the door opens because you did ring the bell. So the door opens and a voice from inside calls you to enter.
What does the voice sound like?
Oh, that's a great question. I can't do a Jamaican accent. I don't think at least I can.
You don't really have to.
Sure you can.
Something like
You just
that.
have to do a ham icon accent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jamaican.
that's right,
And
yeah.
to be fair, it's Jamaican, so the Jamaican accent may sound like anything.
So yeah, we
Just a
don't
good
know
old
what it
island
sounds
accent.
like yet. Yeah.
Handle your shirt.
Oh, right. I need to. Please come in.
Right? I walk in.
Shamcliffe leads the way in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, no. Shamcliffe has stuff to do. Y'all just go in there and have a great time with Pearl. I'm sure she can help whatever you need. And maybe I'll see you some other time.
Ooh,
Why don't you meet me in a short hop from home? That's a lovely place.
We are not allowed to go back there.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure neither is
That's a
Necklace.
damn shame.
or maybe
Oh,
maybe you
no,
could
they
talk.
don't mean that.
Maybe you could talk to Hornetta. Maybe if you're friends.
Well, I'll try.
That is very sweet of you. Thank you very
I've
much.
been told that no means no, and if someone tells me not to be somewhere, then I try not to be there anymore until
Not
they
to
say
be.
You were the one who left
You or not to be.
later.
what?
You're saying that, but when you were leaving, you told Ornette, "I'll see you later."
But maybe not in that same place. It's just a polite thing to say.
Right,
you
I
know.
see.
Maybe we
Ooh,
meet up
but you
again
said,
on
but
the
you
street.
said I'll be back.
That's true. But okay, you got me.
I mean, if we're gonna be really specific.
You are standing at an open door.
Yeah,
Oh no, we're
into
straight
a
up following
house
her. We're definitely
with somebody
following her.
waiting for you inside the house. So just reminding you, this is a situation that you're in right now.
It's a classic introduction to our party.
Pretty much, yeah. It's on brand for you. It is true, but still. Do you ever go in?
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the house, when you walk into it, does look exactly like all the other ones from the outside, but from the inside, actually quite different. The floor is dirt. There's no. It's just the ground. It's not a wooden floor or anything like that. And the whole house is one large space, separated by some like shoulder high separators that can be moved around. Right now, it's organized so as to be separated into several areas, but they can be moved, and obviously sometimes are. Instead of a second floor, there's rafters that you can see have some more seating areas for maybe more humanoid creatures.
And like ladders up to them.
Yeah, pretty much like that. And there are two large doors, like stable doors, leading out into a large backyard that you can see actually has quite a few figures in it, people and other kinds of creatures in the middle of something that creates a little bit of noise. So there's some commotion happening there. But in the house, it's actually a group of three characters. One is a halfling, one is a manosaur, and the other one is just a human. The three of them are in the middle of something, but the halfling was waiting for you to come in and called you into the house. They're sitting in almost three small wooden stools. Talking to each other, and they seem to be playing some kind of card game.
So
Yes.
quarterlings have kind of a superiority complex when it comes to halflings. They consider themselves better. They're like the best evolution of a halfling. But Grebel is like this is common knowledge, but Grebel is very much gonna try and be nice and not talk. I mean, literally, it is down, but he's going to try not to talk down to the halfling.
Okay. Sure. So she looks at you. Maybe her gaze lingers like one extra second on you, kind of waiting to see what your reaction is going to be. But she's interested in all of you, and she. When you walk in, actually, when Aklis walks in, that's when all three of them tense a little bit. The halfling stands up from the stool.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure if I'm welcome.
And then they look at you a little bit more intently. Except for the noise from outside, from the backyard, this space is quiet, and they're waiting for you to present yourselves. Yes, how can we help you? What are you looking for here?
Hi, my name is Trisisterus.
Hello there.
Hello. We were looking for some life knights.
All right, and what caused you to think that you'll find any here?
Well, Shamclis brought us.
Oh, and they are where?
Oh,
Okay.
they left.
They brought us to the door, and then they had
They
other
did
places
say we
to
should
be.
talk to Pearl.
I see. All right. My name is Millie. Nice to meet you. And I'm a little bit surprised that Shamclis decided to just let you walk in by yourself, seeing as none of us know you and we don't have a reason to think that you need to meet Pearl, except for your story. Do you want to tell me what it's about?
Oh, well. Oh, Rebel. I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure, okay.
Could
Go
be
for
any
it.
of you.
Okay, so
Nothing's likely to go wrong from that.
Definitely was expecting all y'all to stop Trish, but that's fine. Trish is going for it.
So you see, hi Millie. So we We met this evil Shenasal guy. He's very mean, and he wants us to leave the city. But before we can leave the city, we have to find the Life Knights because we have to expose them. But Grebel says that's not a physical thing. It's more of like a spiritual thing. I don't really know what that means. But then it's fine because we don't really want to do it. And I'm trying to find truth. And it just goes on.
So
I mean, that's similar to what happened. It's true that we did meet the Seneschal, and he did task us with finding the Life Knights and exposing them, or be kicked out of the city. However, since we have very little knowledge of your organization, we thought it best to meet you first and find out what you're all about.
I see.
Which I'm sure is very nice.
I am a little bit surprised, I must say.
I like chaos.
Do you?
Yes.
He very much does. And so
We're
does-
agents of chaos.
Well, some of us are.
I have a hard time believing a Death Knight is an agent of chaos.
Yes, exactly. That's why I said some of us, because I'm not one of the ones that's agents of chaos, but I wouldn't want to rob the others of their identity.
But
need
you
a little
do
bit of
chaos
balance.
things.
Oh, no. I do order things.
But you work with us and we do chaos things.
Right, it's a balance. It all works out in the end.
And
A
Trish
balance.
is like doing the math.
Okay, I think Pearl does need to see you. Yeah, that is probably true. Okay, so they do.
Millie,
Yeah.
do you like me?
Well, I don't know you yet, so no, I can't say that I do.
Okay, thank you for being honest. I appreciate it when people tell me to my face the truth.
Yeah, I usually try to tell the truth. Do people lie to you often?
Some people.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. It's part of life, you know. That's what. If everything was the truth all the time, then it would always be like order, and not so much of the chaos. So you know, you take the good, you take the bad, and then you something else, and there you have the facts of life.
All right, sure, no problem. And she turns and starts walking. The Manazor and the human, they go to your right and your left and just let you pass between them, looking at you, kind of bewildered at the sudden appearance and the alarming story that you told them about wanting to expose them. So
Oh, but we don't. But Trish keeps saying, but we don't really like him, and we don't really want to.
Millie
I don't
pushes
know
the doors out, the wide stable doors, and what you see on the other side is it is the backyard, and it's about the same size as the backyards of other houses, which is quite large. There's a large area there, but it's overgrown with weeds. There's lots of garden furniture that's been thrown around. Some of it is upright and usable. Some of it is just like thrown and maybe even broken. There's remains of what once was a bunch of statues, or maybe one statue with multiple parts, and again broken to several pieces. And the weeds that grew on the marble of the statue seem to have grown in a way that suggests that it's been a while since the statue was broken. It's and all of it is crawling with all kinds of different creatures, humans, manazors, halflings. There's a minotaur walking there. There are a few creatures that seem kind of like maybe of the type of creature that maybe Dirt or Triss are. They just seem to be made of like a material, like an elemental, but made of not of rock or smoke, but other things. A watery thing that seems like a kind of like a green kind of sea water that advances like a slow wave on the ground. Has two gems in the place of where the eyes are supposed to be, and
There's
gives
one
off.
that's made mostly of hair, and it's wearing trousers.
Yeah.
And there's one that's just a hand. It's skittering around the grass.
There's one that's made mostly of trousers, but it's wearing hair.
Yeah, like a wig.
And then there's just a bell.
It's the same bell that was in the front that Grubble rang at the beginning, and it's
Yeah.
pissed.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were animate.
It's like every time I'm just hanging out in the front porch for a goddamn smoke, someone comes around and pulls my string. Do you know what my string is?
I think you're about to tell me. Is it your dingling?
Don't be disgusting.
It just like ding and like nails off.
Like the gong next door goes, "It's their tongue," and just walks away.
And then you hear the bell and the gong.
I'm so tired of all these humanoids always thinking that everything's about genitalia.
I mean, sometimes you just want to bang, but you bang yourself. I mean, I don't understand this whole their whole system's weird.
Right? Like, when I say knocker, I don't mean breasts.
All I want to do is clap, man. All I want to do is clap.
Yeah. You can't talk about that with those humanoids, though.
No, I mean
get
the
weirded out
handbells
about the
are
clap.
different. The handbells.
Well,
are
that's true.
So back to our four heroes. The noise around is of people talking to each other. There's some music playing from some. No one's trying to harmonize with anyone, but just some people are playing their own instruments or maybe singing. And there's lots and lots of noises of people eating. Some of them are eating from dishes. Some of them are eating just from their with their hands or just from the ground. Grubble.
So I have this picture of if there is a centaur out there that might be Pearl, just it's been in my head since we mentioned her that she would be wearing a dress over all of the lower half.
Yes.
Like one really long dress that comes
So-
down.
And it's white
Pearl-
because it's life
Pearl
knighthood.
can be wearing this dress, and you can see a centaur wearing this dress, but it can't be the same one because you're not seeing Pearl right now. So
Okay.
there might be
Well,
a
there's a
centaur.
Minotaur. Maybe the Minotaur is also wearing a dress.
The Minotaur could be wearing a dress,
Maybe
but it's
everyone's
just
wearing
a
dresses.
regular dress. Yeah, there's lots of dresses. Actually, lots of different clothes that often aren't seen on this types of creatures, except for the trouser elemental, of course, which is made out of trousers. Many corsages and gowns that are very fancy. Some of them are torn at the
Oh.
edges and dirty with mud. They don't seem to care. Very
Did we
colorful
crash an
clothes.
important event?
It's kind of like a bit like a cocktail party, but again, they're some of them are just like there's a wolf with human hands eating something like from off a bone on the ground in the mud. So don't exactly imagine a cocktail party as you maybe know it. It's just a mess of creatures hanging around, and something is definitely happening. You don't see the entire place just from where you're standing. There's some paths going in through the growth into other parts of the yard. Triss, yeah.
Oh no, I just had a different NPC that Triss had just seen and wanted to describe, but I think we're good. Move on.
They passed before you managed to point it out.
Was it a human with wolf hands? Because that's what I was
No,
gonna say.
it was. You see, they've got like a giant roast, and there's like a spit with an animal on a spit, and it looks a little bit like a giant sheep. And the guy tending it has like this big bushy goat's head, like a billy goat's gruff, and they're just like basting it. It's yeah.
Obviously, they're
And
there.
the sheep is talking to the goat.
And,
So anyway,
just as you're done taking all of this
Spinning,
in,
burning sheep having a conversation.
Exactly.
It's like a fire sheep. I love it.
they're only
Thanks for keeping
answer.
me warm.
They can only answer when they're pointing the right way, so they have to. Yeah.
12.
Just as you're done taking all of this in, this picture of many colors and sounds and shapes, you see a life knight walking through this throng of people and into one of the paths, into a certain direction, and continues walking into there. What do you do?
Oh, so they're not all life knights. I see.
No,
It's
they're
just-
definitely. I
There's
mean,
a
they're not.
specific uniform that is, well, a uniform
No.
for something with chaos?
It doesn't look like uniform at all, except for on Naklas and Shamplis and this life knight that is walking into the
Right.
the
Or
yard.
perhaps the others are just not on duty right now.
Or maybe
mean-
they're not yet good enough, you know? I think it's the kind of thing that you... Aklis, were you always a Death Knight, or did you, like, work to become it? Is it, like,
Oh no,
the
I had to
scouts?
study.
Yes, so
I
maybe
had
they are
to.
It's so
prospectives.
like what Chesterling said, that there's an order of Death Knights. It's so strange that they have uniform order of Life Knights, because they're chaotic. So it's strange that they'd wear the same thing. I'm
I go
learning-
to follow the thing.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. No one stops you. In fact, if somebody notices you and points at you, like turns and talks to you at all, it's only to say, like to say a nice greeting in many languages that maybe some of them you don't understand. That at least one creature speaks to you in Shorn.
Shorb.
Yeah, Short. Sorry, and you do recognize that language. Somebody just
Yeah.
greets you and keeps walking. And
Shobity bop 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 bop. Shoba 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 shoba. You two are you've picked up Shorb very
Yeah,
quickly.
you
I
speak
told
some
you that little bit. You did ask for classes in Shorb, and it's quite impressive how quickly you two got that.
I really like being able to say, hello, my name is, and where's the grub?
But you don't eat.
Uh,
I know, but Shorb is very specific.
yeah, not many, not a very expansive vocabulary. Short.
But it sounds...
Shorb shoba shoba shorb.
From the like on you walk on the path. How about you all? I think roll intelligence. And I think
Does it have to be intelligent?
it does. And I think for you, Grubble.
Double failure.
No, sorry, for you, Dirt. Oh. You get advantage, Dirt, from your trait because you're a half rock buddy, but it doesn't help you because you fail anyway.
But doesn't Matt, doesn't Grebel have advantage because...
I'm formally educated. It's
Yeah,
not
no,
a-
it doesn't help in this case. Dirt might have gotten help from his trait, but Grubble, you still notice when you walk through the path that you are... By now, you've walked too much to still be in the same backyard. You haven't walked for hours or
I
even
see.
minutes, but you've walked for like 30 or 40 seconds through a path that's winding slightly to the left, but again too much. You
Wait,
should
they
have
were little
hit
backyards.
the back. Yeah, you should have passed through to the next street or to the yard of the house, like the next house over, and you haven't. You're just walking through this. What right now you don't even see the house behind you anymore. It's just like an endless undergrowth and some trees above.
I lean over to the others. I say, "There's some strange stuff going on here in terms of space."
Dirt is Dirt is like a fanboy backstage at some concert, just like super distracted by all of this chaos, like gone.
Yeah.
And Triss is just waving, like literally, like every time. You just...
Okay, so I'm talking to Aklis then. So
Yeah, Atlas. Well, I guess it's hard to see how they're feeling because of the helmet,
Yeah.
but they
Are
feeling
people
kind
staring
of
at Atlas?
uncomfortable.
are people staring at Aklis, or are they just ignoring them? Matter?
Oh, people at Aklis?
Yeah, people staring, or is that not a?
I mean, some of them are, but not like the three at the entrance in the house. They look at all of you. They're interested in all of you, and however, now the person that meets you on the path does definitely give a lot of attention to Aklis. Again, it's a
Whoa! What? Whoa, that's blowing my mind. What are... What is that? What are you? What is that? Hey, Dave! Dave, come check this out!
Dude, what? Oh my god, you're like, sweet man.
Are you?
Boom.
What are you?
Are they pointing at Atlas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these
And
are two.
the,
I will
the-
say that these are two life knights that have come on upon your way. They're dressed in with the white helmet and everything.
one is a penguitar, which is half penguin, half human.
Which half? What parts? Which parts are penguin?
Bottom half human, top half penguin.
Right. Yeah, the obvious.
Sure. Yes.
And the
that's-
other is a slothtar, which is half sloth, half human.
Okay.
But the tower part means bull.
Not anymore.
And a third bull, but we don't talk about that.
What about
It's not the visible part.
Miniguin. A Miniguin. Is that
Manguin. I
better?
think Manguin is gonna be
A
better.
Penguin? That works.
Because
Oh, and I
we've
guess
established
sloth?
Manazar. So Manguin, and what's gonna be the sloth? The name of the sloth?
Either a slothman or maybe
Homo slothians?
he's just a
Homo
slut.
slothian.
Okay.
Homo slothian. Homo slothian is the most amazing thing I've ever heard. Yes. But in this particular case, their right side is sloth and their left side.
So awkward.
Oh no. That seems uncomfortable.
Yeah. These two. Please keep talking. They're talking to Atlas.
I've heard about people.
Yeah, it's like I was always told, when I was like little, that there were these death knights, but I've never seen one. Is that what you are? What are you?
It was like a nightmare thing, right? Like they were like, beware the Death Knight.
Yeah. Remember that one story about the death knight that killed everything?
Oh, and like they hide in your closet and they get you when you're bad. Oh man.
Hey,
Childhood-
Bruce, come check this out.
Whoa!
Check it
Come
out.
on!
Bruce.
Whoa! Whoa! Like, whoa!
Can I
Death
help you
Knight?
with anything, gentlemen?
I was just like, could I like get your autograph?
Yeah.
Can I,
No one will believe me, man. Like, I'm gonna go back to the convention. No one's gonna believe me. No one's gonna believe me that I met a Death Knight.
Hey, can you just hold still for like 1 second? I've got a friend who does portraits, and maybe they could just,
Oh
draw
my God.
a portrait of the four of us together.
Together.
Celine,
Well-
Celine, will you do a portrait? It'll only take like an hour, man.
Atlas, are
Celine.
you okay? Are you feeling comfortable? Are they bothering?
No, there's no problem at all. I don't
We're
think we
not
have the time for
bothering
a
them.
portrait. No, they're really not bothering me, but I believe we are on a mission, so I'm not sure I have time for a portrait. I will give you my autograph, of course, if you...
Like a
Oh,
Death
wish.
Knight
Celine. I heard that you. Oh my God, it's a Death Knight. Wow.
Did somebody say Death Knight? Where?
Oh my God, we've got to do her portrait.
Who are all these
Gotta do it.
people?
Wait,
Oh my
wait,
God,
wait.
it's a Death Knight.
Guys, this Death Knight is on like a Death Knight mission right now.
Oh my God, that's true. Are they gonna go kill someone?
Mason
Oh no, but
died.
I just need to sketch. I just need to sketch, and I just need to get this down
Alright.
because it is.
You
Just hold still, just like that. Oh, you're so ominous.
I just keep going.
Is it
I'm
true
gonna go
you
get
can
Pearl.
sense when
So-
someone's gonna die?
You keep walking. Grebel, Triss, and Dirt, do you follow Atlas as they just walk through this group and down the path?
Only if someone gets Dirt's attention.
Someone gets so.
Dirt, come on.
What? Okay.
We're going.
Pushes his way
We're
through all
leaving.
the things.
So you
And
walk.
Triss is
You walk
fully
ahead.
turned around on Atlas's shoulder, just like.
So Atlas, you lead your three friends walk behind you or on your shoulder, as it were, and
Colleagues.
And behind you, a crowd of life knights, a crowd of different
God.
creatures wearing white armor and a cloak, cloaks and helmets. Because they're different creatures, the helmets and cloaks and armor and the gloves and boots, they're all very different shapes, but they are all wearing white, which, unless some of them have taken off their visors or helmets, they all make them all like they're it kind of obscures the details and exactly what their faces look like. So they walk around you and they make a whole lot of noise. And they keep calling other people to join them, and other life knights come in, and each one has their own thing they want you to do or to say. Some of them want you to do maneuvers with your cool sword, to show them, like do gymnastics or run a lap, or like do stuff that they heard Death Knights can do.
Oh my god, can you wield that sword for me?
We never did think, man, that we could possibly see something just that amazing.
This is true, man. I've always wanted to see somebody wield a big sword like this.
I mean, I come from the island and I have never, ever seen a sword like
Me
that.
neither.
I have always wondered if you can sense ghosts.
Where we come from, I've always wondered, is there a way that we could see you? Wait, would you
Rebel,
take off
we
your
should
helmet?
What are
go.
you like?
Are you sure, Atlas?
Oh, sorry,
What is
that
your
way.
face?
And the path
Maybe they'll
opens.
Rebel.
The path opens into a large courtyard that has several exits. You've walked in through one of the openings in the growth, but there's it seems like to be like the center of some kind of a maze. The noise around you is quite loud, with people asking you to do stuff. It doesn't seem like they're trying to be quiet or respectful, but in the middle of this area, you see a bit of a different sight to what you've seen up till now. It doesn't seem like much of a party as all the rest of this area. There's a circle of life knights standing there, so there's quite a lot of them. There's like 8 more of them standing in this circle, except besides the ones that have been following you into this inner court. And in the middle of this group, there is one taller figure. Instead of wearing white, she is all white. She is made of the same type of marble that you've seen at the statue, the broken statue, when you walked out of the house. She is a statue of a centaur, moving and making slight grinding sounds from the stone that she's made of when she moves and turns around to look at you. She holds a bow in one of her hands and has a quiver of arrows on her back. It is all also made of marble.
the same material.
Yeah, it's all white marble with gray streaks, swirling gray streaks through it. And her feet, her legs, not feet, her hooves. It is like the shape of hooves made from the same marble, but the bottom you see are jagged pieces of broken stone, as if it was broken from a platform. All the rest is smooth marble in the shape of
I
a
love
perfect
her.
centaur.
Amazing. I bet Dirt wants to eat her.
She looks at you. She smiles, then she raises her eyebrows, and she says, "Oh, visitors. Why don't you tell me who you are?"
Hello, Pearl, I take it?
Yes.
Well, Shamcliffe,
She does sound Jamaican.
Stop pointing to it.
Shamcliffe, let us hear, said we could speak with you. Can we speak with you?
Hi, I'm Trisisteris.
Okay. Trisisteris, and you, Quarterling?
My name is Grebel Bumblin, and can I just say, you have a very strong Ham-Ican accent.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's sometimes quite difficult to understand what you're saying, but otherwise
Yeah.
I've got it.
I've been told this, but if we speak for a long enough time, you'll get used to it.
I'll get used to it. Oh, okay.
And I see you.
I'm
one of
Atlas
you-
V. Darkmoor. It's
Darkmoor.
a pleasure to meet you. Yes.
All right. Not the first Darkmoor I've met the past few days.
Oh. May I inquire who's the other one?
I met Damien Darkmoor.
Damien.
I didn't know Damien. was in town.
Well,
That's
they were.
great.
They came here inquiring about any other Death Knights that I might have seen.
Right. And what have you told them, if I might ask?
Well, I've told them about rumors that have been spreading around town about a Death Knight. Um, Apparently, one has caused some trouble out in Guttown 2 days
Oh
ago.
no, that was a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding. Okay.
Yes.
But sorry, I'm being rude. I do want to be introduced to your fourth member.
Dirt. Dirt.
Dirt.
Dirt.
Sir,
Mr. Hotbelly?
What are you?
Oh, that's
well, more than one thing. I'm an awakened statue. I am a druid, and I'm, well, a loyal servant of chaos. And I can see that last thing is also something that you are.
Wow.
Is that not true?
I hope to be. I hope to be someday. I'm working on it. You know, I'm kind of new to chaos officially, but I've always, been kind of chaos light.
Dabbler.
Yes.
Okay. How did you come to meet chaos and swear allegiance to it?
Sorry, what?
Maybe instead of asking all these questions, I should just welcome you to wander around, talk to some people, and get to know them.
we've talked to quite a few people. I think perhaps it's best if we talk to you.
Meanwhile, like just outside of this inner circle, you can see like some life knights are there, and someone's like setting up an easel and paints because they're getting ready for.
You
a
don't
portrait of
understand.
them.
I need the light. I need the light to be perfect. Otherwise, I can't get the Death Knight and Pearl. I mean, I'm an artist.
Look, I can only move the suns like twice a day. So you better hurry up and decide where you want the light angle to
Just
start.
a little to the left. Just a
My
little
left or your left? Because this is we're talking about 360
Your
degrees here.
left.
You can move in any direction. Okay, 3 dimensions. My left.
We're
left.
in the middle of a ritual, so you can either wait for it to be done, or you can join us if you want.
Pearl.
Join.
We should have them join us. See if the Death Knight can take it.
Yes, please, let's ask them
Oh,
for their help.
we wouldn't
It
want
would be
to
wonderful
intrude,
to have
of course.
more people.
Can I sit and observe?
Yes,
Oh.
of course. Just stay outside of the circle and make
The
sure.
more the merrier.
And Gretel goes and sits down and like gets out a little notebook.
And you, little smoke thing, what exactly do you want to do? Oh, Atlas, can we do it?
You're welcome to participate if they are amenable, of course, but I think I will perhaps observe with Grubble.
Oh,
What do I have to do?
Because you're already a servant of chaos, we'll let you join the circle if you want to.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure. So just make room for him over there, she tells two of the knights, and they step aside and let you stand between them. It is now a circle of 9 figures, 8 life knights and dirt. And in the middle, now that you've...
Are you joining in, Tris?
I was gonna say Triss is on the ground, so I don't know where you want Triss. Triss is just chilling on the ground, looking up at Pearl.
All right. Wait, on the ground in the circle? In the circle. Okay.
Well, isn't
sure.
that where Atlas was and then moved away from? Or where
No,
was
you,
Atlas?
you were never inside the circle. You're not allowed to come
well,
inside.
Then, yeah. No. Then, like, I guess on the edge of the circle, but, like, looking up, looking in.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sure, no problem. You can be there. So the ritual continues. It seems to be right at the point where it's kind of like picking up, and now that they can continue, Pearl stops looking at you, stops regarding any of you at all, and starts chanting alongside the 8 knights that are around the circle. Do you want to join the chant, Dirt?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, roll charisma, please, and we'll give you. Well, you don't get advantage because it's not a trait you have.
Seems right.
Yeah, so you definitely do your best. Grubble and Aklis, you see that it's very obvious that he's not joining in correctly. He's not realizing the rhythm, the kind of words you need to say. Grubble, you had a question?
Yeah, I wanted to know, because both of us in our own way would be quite good at sensing chaos magic. What are we picking up from this ritual?
You and Aklis?
Well, Aklis can sense order and things that are breaking order, and I've studied magic and the creation. Something that involves chaos.
Yeah, so definitely.
What are we sensing?
You can roll intelligence with advantage because you're formally educated. So let's see what you pick up on.
Can I roll something?
No, you'll notice what you notice without rolling. For you,
Critical success.
Critical success. That advantage gave you a 1, a natural 1. So that's awesome. And yeah, for you, it's not gonna require even a roll because you just see immediately. You see that this ritual is wrong. Wrong for many reasons. You've been taught a few things about not just doing your job, but also why you do it. You know, you don't just know how to fight, how to protect yourself, how to investigate. You also know what the purpose of this is. You've never been I don't know if you've ever been very strong on the philosophical or academic side of your studies, but there were some lessons about that you needed to go through, some books you had to read, some lectures you had to listen to from your parents and other family members. And one of the principles that everything you Death Knights do rests on is that things should come in their proper time. Things should happen when they should happen. And what you do is just facilitate that. You don't decide who gets to live and who gets to die. In fact, you look for places where this process has been tampered with, hasn't happened correctly.
You're a little quiet under the music. Could you maybe turn the chanting down a tiny bit?
Sure, yeah, I'll turn it down a little bit more.
That was Dirt just over the top. Trying his best.
Making it hard for you to think over the noise. That doesn't mesh with the rest of the chant. So everything should happen in its proper place and time, and what they're doing, you notice immediately, it's not that. It's actually messing with the natural order of things. It's exactly what they're doing. Grubble, because you got a critical success, you see it happening. You see the exact purpose of this ritual as it is happening, and it is a ritual of the group that is taking their life force of the people around in the circle and is going to use it to do something. It's using the life force itself as fuel for something. And when Pearl motions for one of the Life Knights to enter the circle and join her, you know exactly what's going to happen. You know that they're going to die, and you see the ritual coalesce around them, in a way that is going to use them up as sacrifice. Any one of you two do something about that?
Oh, I immediately tell Aklis. I think everyone on the outside of the circle might be about to die, Aklis.
Oh, I think... Wait, Izamal, did I misunderstand? I thought the person in the middle was gonna die.
This is what you're seeing right now. That's what Grubble sees right now, yeah, but...
The person in the middle is going to die?
Yeah.
Just to feed the energy of everyone else?
No, the ritual is going to use everyone's life energy, but specifically, he's going to die.
Right, Aklis, we need to get Triss away from the edge, and we need to get Dirt out of there.
Yes, what do I have?
Triss!
This is just watching.
I try to... I take some of my money, I guess, I don't know, and I try to like show shiny stuff to Triss in the hopes that they will follow the shiny. I'm like, Triss, come here.
Triss, that painter over there wants to paint you, Triss.
But there's the ritual. It's interesting.
Right, but the painting.
Oh, it's gonna take a while. Just yeah, it's very urgent. The painting.
The painting.
You didn't want the painting. It's okay. I'm just gonna keep watching.
All right.
But have you ever had a painting?
No.
Scribble's getting a bit frantic now. You might really enjoy having the painting done with you. It's so much fun.
Oh, well, do you need me to, Grumble?
Yes,
Yeah, I
we
really
need
want a
you to.
picture of you so badly.
It would mean so much to us.
Right.
So,
Okay.
Triss, because your trait is diametrically opposed to leaving this ritual and going to hang out with your friends now, because you are very curious and you really want to know what's going on, to be able to break away, if you want to leave the ritual, you're going to have to roll wisdom to be able to achieve it, to test your willpower. Yep, okay, so even though you still really want to watch the ritual, you are able to leave the circle if you want.
But I, to be fair, Triss cares more about their friends than the ritual, but it's hard because it's interesting and there's things happening and Pearl is strange. But Akos and Grubble seem like they want it. And Triss doesn't get tired, but Triss feels strange.
You do. Triss feels strange, and some of what's going on is starting to feel a little bit familiar to you. You've heard or seen something that looks like what is happening here.
And Triss like the least graceful ever almost like stumbles their way up to your shoulder, Akos.
Okay, Dirt is lost. You can see Dirt is just
Okay,
a part
I
of this
quickly
ritual.
take a few steps away from the circle.
Even though Dirt is not a part of the ritual, actually, he's not helping at all. He's having a blast being a part of this circle. He's moving. None of them are dancing. There's no dancing involved, but he's actually moving and dancing, weaving between the other knights in and out of the circle. Pearl doesn't seem to mind it at all. Actually, the other knights don't seem to mind either. Yeah, anything else that you do before they complete the ritual?
I run up to Dirt and I try to get his attention and I'm like, Dirt, I know you don't know whether or not you think I am your friend or not, but Dirt, do you trust me? Dirt! And he's not getting any reaction, so I dig into my bag and I get out my I've lost it. My calligrapher's tools. And I'm like, dude, I was gonna make you this. I was gonna make a little certificate of friendship with these tools. I just needed a bit of time to sit down and draw you a fancy certificate to show how much I'm your friend.
Alright, that is a charisma roll in order to get to Dirt, to try to get him to notice you with this gesture. Yeah, I mean, it's your
rolling
choice,
really well
Dirt. It's
today.
your choice how you want to react to
Yeah.
this, but it is enough to get your attention, to notice what is happening.
What?
Dude, I know you like chaos, but I do not think you should be in this circle.
What? Why not?
Cause you know, bad things are gonna happen to you.
What do you mean?
Very
We're
dangerous.
just jamming.
How about you come take a few steps to the side and we'll tell you all about it.
What? About the what?
The thing that we'll tell you about it when you step away from the circle.
Can I roll Itamar to see if I do it or not?
So it's your
'Cause-
choice. Yeah, I won't call for a roll, so you can roll. I think it's also going to be wisdom for you because that's.
So here's what I'll say: if he passes it, he'll go. If he doesn't, he'll stay.
Sure. What does it look like? Dirt, describe to us what does it look like when you come to and decide to leave?
It's like the kid, the 17-year-old kid at a rave who's had a little too much, and the friends are like, you need some orange juice or whatever, and they're like, dragging on them, pulling them out, trying to get them to leave the party.
Do they need to physically drag you away?
Not quite, but there certainly is. But I was just a little bit more. We were just starting to have fun.
I just want to look out for you as your friend.
But I thought you didn't like me.
You were wrong.
Oh no, you are mistaken.
I really like you, Dirt, and I don't want your life force sucked away.
What are you talking about, life force?
And then you feel it, Achilles. You see it happening. The Life Knights they all jerk around. They suddenly move as if there's like a convulsion, and some of their life force is drained away into the center of the circle. Pearl is able to just hold their life in her hand. She just can do it. It's not anything that she does that she learned how to do. You see her just do it as if the same way that you're able to grab a bunch of leaves from a tree and tear them off the branch. And she holds this life force. You can start seeing it starting to shine from being completely transparent like the air. It becomes a foggy substance, and then more and more solid, and then it is a blade without a handle, just one long shard that ends in two sharp points, black like the night. And Triss, do you watch this happening? Do you watch it from afar, from the side? This motion, this pressing motion, which turns nothing into something. And it becomes like this black, semi-solid thing, is the first thing you remember. That's the first thing that happened to you, this motion. And then this tool, this blade, she just stabs down, and it goes right into underneath the helmet and above the shoulder plate of the armor of the Life Knight, stabs him deep into his flesh. The Life Knight falls down on his knees, and his blood waters the ground, waters the earth underneath them, and a magnificent, brilliant tree grows immediately where they stand. The Life Knight is carried up in the branches of the tree. It's so quick that you hear the noise of the sound of the wood growing is like a ripping sound. It's like something is being torn apart, and there's just like this tree is standing there. It's about 5 meters tall. It has a beautiful canopy of green, emerald green leaves, and Pearl is looking up at it, standing right next to the trunk of the tree. Up above, in the branches, you can just barely see the remains of the armor of the Life Knight, the helmet, some of the cloak, torn apart in pieces, just hanging off the branches of the tree. And we will end this episode now.
That was pretty good.
Yeah! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
That person became a tree!
I feel weird, guys.
All right, that is it for today. I want to say thank you for Matt, Jada, Talia, and Trent. Thanks for playing with me. It was awesome. I want to say thank you to everyone who joined us today. And before we go away, I want to ask you to join us on Friday for the last episode of The Last Voyage. Episode 3 is going to be up on YouTube tomorrow. If you want to watch episodes 1 and 2, they're already up on YouTube. So go to our YouTube channel, Figment RP, same name as the Twitch channel. Watch episodes 1 and 2. Tomorrow, episode 3 will be up, and then you will be all prepared, all caught up to see the harrowing ending for this crazy Call of Cthulhu adventure run by trolls. I unfortunately will not be there because my character, spoiler, I won't say, but the other players are all going to be there, and they're going to participate in the last episode. So you join us, and join us next Monday here. Same time, both on Friday and Monday, 7:30 Central European Time and 8:30 in Israel and Finland, 6:30 GMT. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Good night. Play
Thank
hard.
Oh, and don't forget to eat Yelp Pops.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I love those.
If you find the pebble, prize from us, you can get a prize. Yeah. Good night, everyone. Play hard, stay safe, and we'll see you next Monday.
Wear a mask.